like my small presentation, what happened within the last year when you visited our department, you know. So let me remind once again, after your visit last year, so when you prepared a lot of different videos, we decided to create the TV channel, which will be located at the YouTube, and it is for our opinion the best possibility to present a lot of material. You know, we first start to do this this TV channel name, as you see at the screen. You may show the screen, because the first what we have done, we inserted 15 TV devices, 15 in different places where the patient are located, where they are waiting, for example, like this room, for example, where they wait some time, for example, to meet with their doctors. So all these records were presented at this local channel, and the name of this channel, we give the name Site TV, because the site like location for performance of clinical trials, the site location for all kinds of activity. That's why the name of this our project was the Site TV, and we just have the Site TV as sitetv.net. The site sitetv.net in internet website. It is only just now like the first version. I believe that within 1 month it will be overdoing. And but please visit sitetv.net, and you will see the news from our department. So, but as I said, if you will enter to internet, open YouTube, and in YouTube you may find channels. The channels. If you will press channels and open the window search, please enter Site TV, and you will find our videos over there. So now we have near the 60 different small films taken from 1 minute till 1 hour. So this one, I believe that we will also present at this website, and you will have a nice opportunity to give this address for your relatives, for your parents, for everybody in your countries, because we believe it's extremely important to share the auditory, because we must be internationally connected with each other. We believe that your presence here, for example, from how many countries are presented? Could you please tell from which countries are you here? From Nigeria, Ghana, Nigeria, Denmark. That's perfect. Yes. That's very good. So you know that in our medical university we have students from more than 40 countries, like 43 or so like that. I believe that presently our communication may be extremely different, which exists even when you started your classes here in Ukraine. So it became more and more international. And that's why I will just now invite you to visit the 8th floor, where is the International Department for Performance of International Clinical Trials. All the patients, we invited you last year to visit that department. So we will just again visit with you this department again, maybe to show that we still continue our active work in this direction, because I believe that extremely important to treat the patient with technologies of future. Future technologies are really may be used just now, immediately, not waiting for a few years ago, but it may be used in special departments which are corresponded for the requirements of international sponsors, international companies as well. You know, that's why once again you may tell few words to your relatives, to everybody, because you know that few even hours later it will be put into the internet, and you will see. That's why you may say, hello, my dears, every one of you. If our correspondent will do everything correctly, it depends from him. Okay. So, very good. Have you any questions for me? Maybe shortly, if you have. If no, I wish you really successful graduation from the medical university. You spent a lot of years here in Ukraine and worked hardly, because I just came to prove it for your relatives, for your parents. This group, these guys and girls, they really working hardly, and they receive good knowledge. They are really, you look to their eyes, they are really smart, and that's why I believe that you will be a successful physician. You will do your best to ensure the safety and high treatment or standards for your patient. I wish wish you for all of that, and I believe that your relatives will not be disappointed with your future prospects. I believe. Yes, you have a question.
Are there spaces for residency in oncology?
Where is this spaces for?
Residency, if you want.
Internship here in our department. Yes, we do it in sphere of, we do it, we able to ensure it, we are able to do it in local language, in Ukrainian, in Russian, no difference, absolutely, as well in English also. We do it in sphere of clinical oncology. So our department so do not perform this class in surgical oncology because it's required the first specialization in surgery, and after that 3 years later like in oncological surgery.
Okay.
But we able to prefer the invite for the residentship the students from foreign countries. Please join for us. We will be really happy to invite you and to work. And we believe that we really have some new things which are required for future physicians. We have the modern technologies of treatment. We have many international publications and connection with the most sophisticated research centers and modern universities and institutes who work in this sphere. That's why feel free if you will decide to join for us. It's not advertising, it's not, you know, like reclama. It's a very simple explanation. Who are we? What are we doing? What we fighting for? Please join if you will decide that oncology may be your future specialty. Okay, I applaud to all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, спасибо большое, спасибо. Okay, so I just invited you to this very important place. This is our laboratory. You know, the patient coming here, the first door, which is located over there, they come in the morning into this department. We talking with you that it must be effective work. That's why we establish such kind of work that when the patient come in early in the morning, 8:30, they arrive to the hospital, 7:30, they arrive to the hospital, and laboratory staff is waiting for their presence over here. They collect blood samples in another room, and they immediately are transferred through that window. You see the window, in the morning it will be open, it transported to here to this laboratory. You see that it is very not so large area, but it is really completed with highly productive equipment and machines. This one, it was absent here 1 year ago. This machine we bought it like $35,000, very expensive, but really very work quickly. It performed hematology test and automatic calculation of leuka formula. You see the backup system, the routine microscope, which is here, and Lyudmila Nikolaevna, the head of this laboratory, she performed it routinely. Now, when we need to accelerate the process, we use this mid-ray machine, and it's very quickly perform all these tests. So last year we have one, now we have two machines for biochemical analyzer. This backup system, because it is required, because we must ensure the really very quick processing of the of all activity. Over there you see the analyzers to perform the coagulation test, the electrolyte test, and so on. So it means that within 2 hours, all laboratory tests for 50 patients arriving to department in the morning. They arrived here in the mode of outpatient mode. It means that 50, sometimes 60 patients coming every day and stay here only in daytime. Started from early in the morning for collection blood test, and after that they do all the procedures. I mean, meeting with the doctor, performance of their safety status, test the supervision about the laboratory test results, checking of adverse event, the prescription of medication, and prepare the list of administration. Everything must be prepared, and they quickly do it. Enter all the data in computer systems, because we must be aware and to check everything. It should be computerized, and we are able to have it. So all it give us possibility to treat at 40 beds, which we have in department, to treat 300 patients, because they are rotated quickly, and by other sides, you, like the students, will, for example, if you will here 2 weeks, like last year, you will see 300 patients. It's very important that it ensure the possibility for us to have to give you knowledge and communication with huge area of different patients in different kinds of oncology. That's why it's my short explanation what we are doing, what we are fighting for, and how we cooperate with our patients and as well with our students. Okay, let's go to check the patient general conditions. So let me introduce Olga Skrinlik, our senior. She is really very young, smart physician, and she is responsible for the safety and comfort of the patient, which are located here in Department of International Clinical Trials. She is senior physician. She is my first assistant, and she take care really about the process, safe process, which ensure the patient could stay in here and comfort, and not only comfortable, but she is responsible for selection the situation which must be discussed. She is responsible for medical condition which must be corrected and so on. That's why we will just she accompany me in all the check of this patient. Обход. I just forget in English. Обход. Как это сказать? Do you know? You are here 5 years and must know our local language. Как будет обход на английском? I have forgotten. Обход, when we check all these patients.
Rounds.
What rounds? Yes, I just remember. I forget it. So let's go and do it, please. This is the place where we prepare the drug to treat the patient. So you know it must have the special requirements, and you see how we follow these requirements. We create this place specially for the patient, which have the possibility to check how everything is going on. Because we believe that the patient should trust for this stuff that everything is doing correctly. That's why we invite them. It's obligatory, our first requirements. When the patient only coming at the first time to visit our department, they obligatory must sit at this chair and to see how everything is happening. Is going on. You see the TV screens and two videos. Right side and left side, from there is the video cameras, and they record the process of the preparation of the study drugs. Evgenia Viktorovna, this woman, she is over here. She is the senior pharmacist who is responsible for information of the patient about the preparation of study drugs. She presents them the special log where the patient left their signature that they received these study drugs, and they follow with these study drugs to the department. So we believe that such a prod create the atmosphere of trust. We must trust to each other, and the patient must believe that everything is absolutely clear, everything is visible. We do not hide everything. We do not have a need for that, because we believe that it must be really honestly. You see, so this way is not routine. It was created with our understanding and vision, because we had visited a lot of clinics worldwide throughout the world, and we select some positive from any other clinics and create our own viewpoint for how it must be. You know, how it must be. Okay, so this is, as I said, very important place where the study drugs are